Hello, hello, my desmadre souls. Welcome to Coming Home to Self No Bypassing, where we have honest conversations with our inner voice aloud. This is a space for unfiltered reflections, spiritual growth, messy truths, and yes, a little bit of humor along the way because we are here for the human experience, not to achieve perfection. I am Asa Luna, and this is our journey home. So, the desmadre of the week, of the day. So I want to talk to you guys about the concert that I went to on Thursday, Cardi B's. And so I want to talk about this because me and my friend were talking about that, and we're like, man, like this girl has been going through a lot. She has been going through a shit ton of things, and she's still performing. She's still doing such a good job. She is um, I mean, her concert was amazing. The vibe was there, the energy was there, all the people there were just awesome. So, honestly, I was just thinking about that, and even she said that like the next day, she was like, I the vibe there was awesome, and I appreciate everybody's support and all these things, and honestly, that make me feel like I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. Like I I really admire how she's been going through all these things. And no matter how many people like judge her and all the social media attacking her and whatever all this happening around her personal life, she's still choosing to be herself, and she's been choosing to, no matter what, show up as she is, however she is going, she's doing or she's going through, she is still showing up and she is still performing 100%, 200%. She is doing so awesome, and I think that's a big one because, like I always tell you, like show up as you are, and no matter what, just keep showing up. And she, I love this girl. I love this girl because she's funny. She is a good mom. She is an awesome performer. I just love her songs. I love everything about her. I love how she is not scared to be herself. She is like, guys, this is me. This is how I look without makeup. This is how I look with makeup. This is how crazy I talk. I dance like this. I used to be this. I used to be that. I don't care. She just tells you how it is. And I just love that. I just love how bold she is. She just says, this is who I am, whether you like me or not. This is who I am. And that's a big one because this brought me to the point that I've been wanting to talk to you guys about, my This Matter Souls, is that I, when I started this podcast, that was one of the things that was like my mind, my judgmental mind was in the back of my head. That was one of the things that is like, okay, what are you going to do when someone tries to use the podcast or your personal growth now that you are going to make it publicly something to attack you? Like, how are you going to react if you're doing this or having an argument or whatever, and it tells you, well, in your podcast, or you talk about your podcast and you're supposed to be this spiritual being, you're supposed to be this personal, supposed to go through all this personal growth. What are you doing? Right? So I now realize that honestly, no matter what, like, it doesn't matter if they bring this up, doesn't matter if I am not perfect, because guess what, I am not perfect. I am a human, and no matter how much I work on my personal growth, and no matter how much I continue this path of spiritual awakening and personal growth and enlightenment and whatever else it's out there that I'm working on, I'm still human. Like, no matter what. Which, what does that mean? Being human means I process emotions. I have feelings. I have all these things I feel of. Like, I have, I'm still gonna have arguments. I'm still gonna get upset. I'm still gonna get stressed out. Like, that's not gonna change. What is gonna change is how I react and how I now navigate through my emotions and my feelings in these arguments. Because, one, I learned to be bold. I learned to speak my truth. That's gonna create a lot of arguments. So don't get this twisted. Not because you are a spiritual being, or you are in your awakening path, or whatever you are going through, doesn't mean you are perfect, and doesn't mean that you cannot feel all these feelings. It's actually the opposite, because now you're going to be speaking your mind. I speak on my mind, and what is that going to create? When you put boundaries, when you say how you feel, that's going to create issues with other people, because other people might not appreciate that. It's going to be like, whoa, I'm not used to boundaries. Or why are you speaking your mind? You used to not. We used to walk all over you, you know? And so, not just that, but I mean, I believe my pure form as an energy spiritual being, like, I don't feel stuff because I'm in my pure form. But when I'm here, I think that's the reason why we choose to come here and have this human body. It's because our human body, and with our brain or mind, all these things, that's an experience. Because then you get to actually experience emotions, feelings, touch, connections. Like, you get to experience all these things that with your pure form you cannot. So, yes, no matter what my path is, no matter that I am going through this podcast of spiritual growth, I'm still gonna get emotions. I'm still gonna have feelings. I'm still gonna get mad, and definitely I'm not going to allow you to step all over me. And I feel like when people attack that, and if people ever attack that for me, it's gonna be like, that says more about you than it says about me. That says they I am growing, and for some reason, that's vulnerable, because I am doing all the work to get myself better. And if you're attacking that, that's kind of low, because I'm doing everything I can so I can navigate better through this world without so much conflict. And then actually, now I do notice, like, when I'm upset, or when I have all these feelings, what this spiritual growth and this spiritual path and this spiritual awakening has been doing for me is that I actually now know that my emotions don't have to control me. I can control my emotions, and I can actually decide how to figure it out, how to get out of that particular argument or that particular situation without so much anger and so much emotions, and then getting so bitter, and then becoming a weak, and then becoming a state of mind, and then now becoming who I am. That's what I'm trying. Break that pattern of saying, oh, well, that's what it is. Now I'm just a bitter, angry person. Like, that's the difference. When you are aware of your feelings, when you are aware of your spiritual awakening, and you become aware of self, then you can have more control over your emotions. You learn to navigate better through all these feelings, all these arguments, all these ways of people trying to make you mad. So, yeah, so don't feel like this podcast and this, all your people try to attack you because of that. Don't allow that. Don't allow people to do that. And if they do, it's like, you can go sit down over there and you're going to wait for a long time, because your opinion doesn't matter to me anymore. And actually, I was talking about something something with my friend too, about why people attack sometimes other people. And it's because when I think we were talking about something, being I'm like, I'm this crazy person, like, I love, like, new experiences. I love going out. I love going to raves. I love EDM. I love being this wild thing. I love just being out there. But I know I'm a great mom. I'm also know that I'm a great electrician. I already have my career. I already finished college. I'm doing all these things. I have a home. I have my shit together. But that doesn't mean that I'm just like gonna be just sitting there and like praying every day and then just wearing this like long ass dresses and pretending to be this holy person when it's like that's not it. That's more like religion kind of thing. Because I was there. I grew up Christian. My mom and my dad were super, super devoted Christians. And that was terrible if your daughter will have like bunch of tattoos and piercings and all this stuff, right? So I learned that. I learned that that was bad. And then when I actually grew up and I started going to church because I love God. I still have a relationship with God. But that doesn't mean that I can just allow that to control me. I learned that actually being here, it's it's for you to experience this human experience, this human life. So when I used to go to church, I felt uncomfortable because I felt like I had to like be in this like box of perfection. Like I had to have long dresses, and I have to wear like not so crazy makeup, and I had to not be going out and not be going crazy and drinking alcohol and then smoking weed or things like things like that, that it was just not like I can't just be. It make me feel guilty, like going to like the rave or something. It was just not possible when doing one thing or the other. It just didn't align. But it's because religion, I do believe it's meant to keep you like in a little box of perfection. I really do believe that a lot of us people misinterpreted what the Bible says actually. um I just, that's old times and now this is new, and I do believe that it's made to keep us our mind small and tiny, and you experiencing all these experiences makes you more open, more expanding, more you can connect with way more people because now you're open to more experiences versus being so judgmental. So what I'm going with this is I feel the people that judge you most about you doing something wild or something out of the ordinary or doing something out there or having fun is the people that are just afraid to be. People who judge you, literally, I think, I'm pretty sure, is people who are just afraid to be. And like they live in this little jail cell or like a little cage, and they see you being crazy out there in the world, and they're like, oh Jesus, like why are you out there, why are you acting a while, like you should just that. I will never do that. Like, oh, you have no idea how many times people have told me that. Oh well, oh no, I could never do that. Like, oh no, I will never do that. Or I don't know how you did that. And I'll be like, oh well, I get it. I mean, I know you wouldn't do it, but you know what, never crossed my mind. I don't go and do something, be like, oh, would this guy do it? Oh, would this person? I don't think about that. I just go and be myself. So I feel like that's what I'm here for. I'm here to experience. I'm here to feel. I'm here to grow my mind. I'm here to connect with other people. And yes, I am not perfect. And yes, I'm still going to be upset sometimes. But now I can navigate better through my emotions. Instead, I will be arguing and this and that, and then I will be angry for like days, weeks, months. But now it's like, you know what? Give me space. I need to think about my emotions. I need to talk with my mind. I need to talk with myself, feel my emotions, deal with it. Because obviously, when you're arguing and they say something, it's because it triggers something. And that's why you got upset. So that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to um, navigate through life, understand what's going on, and deal better with my emotions. And have my emotions help me, but not control me. So I feel like that's very important to realize that It's not about like it's not about you being perfect. When you're in your spiritual path, when you are in your um personal growth, when you are doing all these things, doesn't mean your life is gonna be perfect. Doesn't mean that you are gonna be this high spiritual human being that will never get mad and it will never be upset and it will just be perfect. Like that could never be. Like that will never be. So I feel like I'm just here for the human experience. And I am gonna be more responsible and accountable for my emotions and my feelings. And I'm gonna take accountability if I hurt someone. And I'm gonna remove myself, to think about my emotions. And that's already growth. And so don't feel bad if you are in this path and then somebody tells you that, or if you feel attacked by that, or if you feel like, oh no, I'm in this spiritual awakening, so hell no, I can never go to a rave again, or I cannot be going out there with my friends and be having some drinks, or it's just not like that. Or also I have seen also some extremities where it's like, oh well, um why are you so vain with your body and stuff? Well, I'm still here. It's still my human body. Like I still have to take care of my. Like don't make me feel like don't attack that. It's not about that. It's I if you don't think that's important, that's fine. But I'm here in a different experience that you are, and I'm here to try not to judge others. I'm working really hard on that because I'm human, so that's gonna happen. But I'm working on it. So if you're already questioning yourself when you do something, like, because I do that, like sometimes I'll catch myself like being angry, upset, or something. It's like, okay, why am I feeling this way? Okay, what is it that is bothering? Why am I feeling jealous of that? Or why am I feeling angry of that? Or why am I feeling upset about this? And most of the time is because I could do it too, but I'm slacking. Or I can do it too, but I'm over here not doing it because my mind is telling me I cannot. So that's proof that I think the people that judge you or the people that criticize you, it's because they are afraid to be, or they're lacking something, or they think their mind is so powerful now at this point because they give them so much, um, like instead of listening to their inner voice, the soul, they give so much power to their mind that now their control, what their mind is controlling them, and that's not a good space to be. I believe we need to be who we want to be. We need to get as many experiences as we can, and don't question yourself like, oh, is people gonna judge me for this? Oh, is people no. People's always gonna judge you no matter what. So just be you. Just be you, and people who are real are going to find real people. If you are trying to be someone you are not constantly in your social medias or around people, like that's the kind of vibe you're gonna get. And then you wonder, why do I get all these fake people all the time as friends? Well, that's because you portray that. So if you want people who really fit in your life, who really are gonna be there for you, show us you are. Be who you are. And the people who are not meant to be in your life, they're actually gonna remove themselves, especially with the boundaries. But the people who are meant to be with you, no matter what, they're gonna be there. And that's actually a better connection than trying to pretend someone you're not. So just be clear, be who you are, have boundaries, and remember that being spiritual, working on your personal growth doesn't mean you're gonna be perfect. And if somebody attacks that, or if you question if what are you doing, it's not aligned with your spiritual growth, just think if it makes you happy and it's healthy. If it makes you happy going out to dance, like our bodies are meant to do that. Our bodies are meant to go out there and move and dance and elevate. That elevate the vibration. Being with people alike, being with people that support you, being with people that love you, with that energy, having fun. as long as you're having your like your priorities too, right? We have to be responsible for that too. If you're being a great mom, if you are getting your things done, and if you have fun, here and there, like, doesn't that's not a bad thing. So yeah, just be aware of yourself. Don't forget to be yourself, and always chase a new experience. Okay? Thank you for listening to this message from my inner voice aloud. Thank you for being here. If anything I share resonated with you, just know that you are not alone. I hope you can be here for my next adventure. Don't forget to get out of your comfort zone. And alright, stay messy, stay curious, do something that scares you today, and don't forget to listen to your inner voice. Bye bye.